Hi again, Miss Dodd here. So I'm going to start to talk to you a little bit about what you're going to do with your Chromebook because we're going to learn a little bit about how to log on and then how to get from one activity to the next activity. So the first thing I want to show you, and I'm in the corner here, so we're not going to look at the screen yet. Just look at me for a minute. So you're going to get your Chromebook and it's going to be closed like this. You're going to open it. Now, here's what happens next. In the corner, there's going to be a little button that says Next. You click that button. You will also have two index cards that look like this. Now, I drew on mine. Yours looks much nicer than mine because it has a cool code here, and then it's also laminated. So after you hit Next, you're going to hold this card up to the camera up at the top of your Chromebook. You're going to hold this card up, and then the camera, so cool, it reads it. And then you end up logging in to your Chromebook. And I'm going to show you where you end up. So you actually end up on this home screen right here. It's actually called the Clever Portal. Clever Portal. We are not going to talk too much about the Clever Portal today. We will use it in the future, but not yet. So you're on the Clever Portal. The next important thing are all of these bookmarks at the top. Do you see where my mouse is up there? So we have these. We're not going to worry about these too much. These Ridgewood bookmarks. These next ones are the important ones. Now, if you log on Tuesday, on Tuesday and you don't have them, just have Mom or Dad email me because I will put them in. They're trying to help me put them in, but I can put them in manually if we need to. So the first thing I want to talk to you about, the most important one, which is right here. This is Miss Dodd's class. This is where we're going to meet every day and we're going to chat every day and we're going to learn every day. So let me show you what it looks like. This right here is my webpage or our webpage. I put a little message here, but the important part is what's down here. See this part? So now I want to show you something that you could do to make it easier for yourself. It's a little tricky, but you can click this little arrow right here. That will help you to open up this presentation in another tab up at the top. You do not have to, but if you want to, you can. So this is going to be our day. And on the bottom, you can click through it. You can go from slide to slide. This is going to be the first day of school. And I will be meeting with you on the days. I'm going to show you actually. I'm going to put this in a different tab. Check this out. On the days that have this little picture in the corner, you see that picture? I'm sorry, on the slide that has this little picture in the corner, that means you're going to meet with me at that time live. So you're going to click this. It's going to open in another tab. You see these tabs at the top? And then this is going to be our Google Meet spot. Now, I don't want to log on to this because the camera then goes a little crazy. So this is our Google Meet page. This is where we'll meet. And then we'll do some other activities. We'll chat a little bit. We're going to go through the whole schedule. The next thing I want to talk to you about, though, and this is kind of important. So we logged on. We saw where we really have to go every day. This is where we'll meet. I am going to put in the corner, this right here is going to be our little clock. It can help you to know when we're going to be meeting or when to click on this little classroom picture. So at 8:45, this might change a little, but this is the demonstration one. So at 8:45 in the morning, you'll come on and you're going to click this classroom. Now I have this cool clock. If you see me in the corner, when I plug it in, it's going to have the time here. So I can start to match the time on my clock to the little picture in the corner. So I can start helping myself a little bit to try to figure out when to click on this classroom picture because that's when class is going to start. This one on the first day will also have another classroom picture. I have to put it in there. So then at 9 o'clock, if your clock says 9 o'clock, let's say, you would go and you would click the classroom picture. Some of them, like this one, is going to have a video. There's going to be a video right here. So you will click on this video, like this is a good example. You would click on this video and you're going to listen to a story and then do a little yoga. So that's just a little idea about how these slides are going to work, and we're going to talk a lot more about it. I just wanted to explain a little bit about maybe getting a clock near you so that you can read it and match it with the time of our classes. If you want to try, you don't have to. The next thing just to look at before we talk about Google Meet are these up at the top of this web page. We have my website. We just talked about our website. Then we also have ABCA. That's something you can click on. And then these are some games we're going to refer to during the year. When you're on your Chromebook, you don't have to pay for a subscription and you don't have to log in. You just end up on the page. The next thing is Epic. Now, Epic, you're going to need a login code. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to log in and getting that login code set up. But we're not going to talk about that today because we have a lot of things to chat about. And then Raz Kids is another one that we're not going to introduce right away, but we will, and we'll use it a bunch. Okay, so those are some of the bookmarks, the most important bookmarks for the beginning of the year. The last thing I want to talk to you about that's really important. So this is just a picture of what Google Meet might look like. Now, I don't know these people, but they're chatting about something on Google Meet, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking together and meeting together every day. This is very important. There's a little button down here. It's actually supposed to be a picture of a little microphone. You see that picture right there? Yeah. So now, if it's white, like it is right now, that means we can all hear each other. That means if we talk, we can all hear each other. There's going to be about 15 of us. It's a lot. That's like 1, 5, 10, 15. That's a lot of people on the Google Meet at one time. So it can be really hard to hear if everyone has this white. So what you're going to learn to do, and this is going to be something we're going to practice on the first day. So you're going to learn to click this using your trackpad, which is the little thing on the part by the keys on your Chromebook. You're going to learn to click on it, because when you click on it and then you make it red, that means you're muted and we cannot hear you, which is going to be really helpful. So we're going to do some practice with that. Because in school, maybe you were in preschool before, and maybe you talked about raising your hand. Well, when we're on Google Meet together, it's kind of like raising your hand. So you're going to raise your hand, and then if I call on you, you can unclick the mute button and then talk. But if you start talking or if you leave yourself unmuted, I have a lot of trouble hearing kids. And I think kids then have a lot of trouble hearing me. So that is something we're going to get really good at, and we're going to do lots of practice with so that we can all learn a ton of stuff in kindergarten. All right, I cannot wait to see you very soon. I think it's 2 days now, and then we'll be on our first Google Meet together. In the morning of that day, you're going to go right to the kindergarten website to see all of our plans, and I'll send a reminder email out the night before to your parents. All right, can't wait to see you soon. Really looking forward to kindergarten together with you, and I will talk to you all later. All right, bye.